Do you know why smart students get job? What do they do with their resume and what they don't do so that their resume gets shortlisted before a normal guy? Don't worry, I will discuss those in this video. Hello my dear family members. Today we will discuss what are the 10 things you must exclude from your resume. If you avoid those mistakes, then you can make a world of difference, right? So let's start. So number 1, inappropriate personal information. Your resume should be professional, right? So avoid including personal details like your age, marital status, or even a photo, right? These have no relevance to your qualifications and that may lead to bias, right? So for example, instead of including your age, focus on showcasing your skills and experiences that make you a strong candidate, right? So the next on the list, irrelevant work experience. So you have to tailor your resume to the job you are applying for. Let's say if a past job does not relate to your current career goals, it's best to exclude it, right? So focus on experiences that showcase your qualifications for the specific role, right? For example, if you are applying for a marketing position, it's not necessary to include your part-time job as a cashier during college time, and don't include that, right? Yeah, unless it's relevant to the marketing skills you gained, right? So number 3 is high school information. Unless you are recent graduate, leave out your high school details, right? Employers are more interested in your higher education. What did you do in the last moment, right? And your last work experience. So for example, if you are a college graduate, your high school information become less relevant. Instead, focus on your college degree and any relevant coursework or achievements, right? So next on the list, objective statement. These are often outdated and can be vague. Instead, use a concise summary statement to highlight your skills and career goals. Right? For example, instead of a generic objective statement like seeking a challenging position, opt for a specific summary such as marketing professional with 3 years of experience specializing in digital marketing strategies. Right? So this way you can exaggerate your optimacy. Right? So number 5 is unrelated hobbies, right? So while it is a great to show your personality, hobbies like watching TV or reading books don't add value, right? So include hobbies that demonstrate skills or qualities relevant to the job particularly, right? So for example, instead of just listing hobbies, you could say something like volunteer at local animal shelter or demonstrating dedication or like teamwork, right? So you can add those for enhancing the value of the resume, right? So number 6 is references. Your resume is not the place for this, right? So save your references for when employers request them separately, right? So for example, if a potential employer wants references, they will ask for them during the interview process or while the recruitment process, right? So there is no need to include references available upon request on your resume, right? But you can include the portfolio link in your resume, but don't include the references available upon request quote, right? So number 7, that is buzzwords, right? So avoid overused terms like detail oriented or team player. Be specific about your skills and accomplishment to stand out. For example, instead of saying you are a team player, provide a specific example such as collaborated with cross-functional teams to increase project efficiency by 20%. So this way you can attract the recruiter, right? So let's go to the number 8, that is negative language. Never use negative language about past employers or experiences, right? So stay positive and professional throughout your resume. For example, instead of saying left my previous job due to a toxic work environment uh, or anything, you can say seeking some new opportunities for professional growth or a positive work environment, like, right? So this way actually you can show that you are a positive guy. So number 9 is too much jargon. While industry specific terms are important, don't overwhelm your resume with excessive jargon. Make sure it is easily understood by a broader audiences, right? So for example, if you are in a technical field, simplify complex terms so that someone outside of the industry can also understand that, right? And finally, number 10, fancy fonts and formatting. Keep your resume clean and easy to read. Stick to a professional font and avoid distracting graphics or excessive formatting. For example,
Use a clean and legible font like Arial or Calibri. Right. So avoid using too much bolds, italics, or underlines, which can make your resume look very cluttered. Right. Remember, your resume is your first impression, so make it count. Right. Clean it up, keep it professional, and focus on showcasing your qualifications. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share it with your friends who could use this advice. Right now, if you have any questions or any other resume tips to share, please leave a comment below. I will be sure to respond. Right. So see you in the next video.